I mean, if Darth Maul can come back with spider legs, then Sam L, you know he's down for it. He fucking does Capital One commercials. He's not going to say no to anything.
Bitch.
There once was a woman for Frisco. This show is fucking confusing.
Welcome back to the Two Gaming Dudes, and we are going into episode 6
Chapter 6.
Boba Fett.
From the desert comes a stranger. Okay. I'm so confused by this fucking show.
It's like the creators are trolling us at this point.
Did they just invite the top 30 or 40 YouTube fan fiction creators? Because it looked like it seemed like a bunch of fans got together who do the shitty fan fictions that you find on YouTube and were given budget and resources, and this is what they came up with.
Well, you know, budget, but still. So this episode was directed and written by Dave Filoni, who was the creator of the Clone Wars. So that means he was the creator of Ahsoka. He might have been the creator of Cad Bane. He made all these characters, so of course he just want to shove them all in there.
Didn't this is later on in my notes? Didn't Bane die during the Clone Wars?
I don't think so. No.
Didn't Kenobi throw him off a cliff or something?
Well, if you don't see the body, then we're just assuming he's fine.
All right, let's get on to it. Okay, so some time
Boba Fett survived, so
you're right. You're right. Linear storytelling is fucking dumb, so who cares? My first thought was, hey, has enough time passed that we're going to see Grogu talking?
That would be nice.
But he didn't.
No, of course not. He's still going to make goo-goo sounds for a 50-year-old making goo-goo sounds, which is
how
just
stupid are these people? The episode opens up. I'm sorry.
I once thought of Yoda's people as being like, these ancient wise people that... No, they just mature stupidly slowly.
For a really long time.
For a really, really long time. Because here he's at 50 years old and he can't form words beyond glaggy. How does that make any sense?
Well, and then, they dangle a little carrot in front of our face later on. Well, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
The Marshal intercedes in this drug deal.
Right.
And he tells the Pikes to fuck off.
It's kind of fun to see him again. But again, he's from the Mandalorian.
And he kicks over the tub of blow. And the blow goes throughout the desert. I'm like, oh man, that's a waste of a good party.
Right.
And then we continue on with the Mandalorian series, because he flies into that planet that looks like Thailand, and you see R2-D2. And I'm like, oh fuck, please don't. Please don't.
As soon as I saw it, they are.
Please
They're gonna.
don't.
But instead of for a 3-minute scene, he's gonna eat up half the episode.
And you see the spider droids clearly rebuilding the Jedi Temple that Kylo Ren burns down. I mean, or at least they made it look exactly the same.
Yeah, this is the temple that they're building, and then later Kylo Ren's gonna blow it up.
And there was CGI Luke again, and I went, oh, fuck. Because I don't know how I feel about this.
I honestly don't know either.
When he showed up in The Mandalorian, I was disappointed. I went, yeah, fucking Luke!
Right.
But then I went back and went oh, wait a minute, they just fucked the show. They've made this completely different. Because it was about a guy who's making his way, just a guy. And now some of you made it, no, it's about this all-encompassing galactic war again. I'm like, keep it small. It was beautiful when it was a small story.
Right.
You don't have to blow it up into this epic galactic gala. But they did.
Of course they did.
And I guess this is different because Boba Fett is... Shut up! Because Boba Fett is already part of that. But this story didn't have to be.
And I guess Boba Fett is in a roundabout kind of way.
Well, he was Vader's henchman.
Yeah.
The most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Which I still have yet to understand how or why.
From
they
what
don't
we've
bother
seen,
to
he's a fucking
explain
puss.
it.
Yeah. Even in the original films, he's a puss. Who does he gets the drop on Han.
Yes. And that's it. That's all he does. And then after that, he just kind of stands around in Jabba's place, partying and touching girls.
And getting beat up by Han with a stick. Grogu's sitting around doing some Jedi training, and he's trying to eat that retarded one-eyed frog. that looks like Blinky from The Simpsons. And Mr. Burns' power plant pollutes
yep.
And I'm waiting for Luke to go, concentrate! But he didn't.
I was waiting for him to go, get that out of your mouth.
You don't know where that frog's been. And then they dangle that carrot. He's like, do you remember anything about your past? Would you like to remember? And me and the boy are like, oh my God, we're finally going to learn some background about Yoda's people and his origins.
Right?
No.
Let's
go back to the temple during Order 66.
Yep, so we're going to watch that. And we're like, okay, well...
It was cool.
It's kind of cool because you get it. You're like, okay, so Grogu was there during the Purge. So
there was speculation about that before.
That. Yeah.
The timeline lined up, he should have been there. It made sense.
And we don't know who saves him. I'm going to go ahead and assume it was Mace Windu. He's alive. That way Sam Jackson can show up in The Mandalorian.
With spider parts.
There's some dumb shit. I don't know. Yes,
like, yeah, he got slashed and thrown out the window.
No, he just lost an arm and then
Okay, so
electrocuted, so he's got to come back like all scarred and stuff and be like, I'm alive, bitch, and then purple lightsaber it up.
I mean, if Darth Maul can come back with spider legs,
then
Sam L, you know he's down for it. He fucking does Capital One commercials. He's not going to say no to anything.
How's it taste, mother?
Okay, so we get Order 66 flashback. I guess that's kind of cool.
It was kind of cool, but...
And then, why not? Let's throw Ahsoka in there, too. Which made me think, okay, if you're trying to tie all these series in, because fans like that, because they're stupid, if you're trying to tie them in, does that mean she found Ezra and Thrawn?
No, not yet. I don't think.
Then what the fuck is she doing here?
Just hanging out. Just wanted to be a part of the gang, wanted to be a part of the scene, you know. It's Luke. By the way, huge missed opportunity because I would have loved to have seen the first interaction between Luke and Ahsoka. That would have been really cool.
Anakin was your father?
Yeah, because they would have come together at first.
You knew my father?
They may have even drawn lightsabers at each other because they don't know each other. And maybe she would have sensed, like, I know you. I don't know why I know you. And then...
Yeah, that would have been cool. Oh, well, no, they're saving that for the Ahsoka series.
I guess.
They are. I'm certain of it.
I guess.
Why else would they have her show up here?
I don't know, because the Book of Boba Fett is basically like the season premiere of The Mandalorian, and then the season premiere of Ahsoka, and then...
Yeah. I will give them credit for this. When she's explaining to Jin that he misses you.
Yeah.
And Jin, you know, he's from the beginning, he's like, this is the opposite. This give up attachment. No, this is the opposite of what we believe in. We hold each other close.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that is, for the first time in a long time, sincere emotional connection.
Yes.
We haven't seen that in Star Wars in a long fucking time.
Yes.
Bravo to that. Because it's been sorely missed. I'm trying to think when was the last time. Maybe Yoda's death?
Maybe.
Or I guess...
Vader's death, sort of.
You were the chosen one, you broke my heart, all that shit. Maybe that. But
Okay,
it didn't really
that one was
ring very
okay, but...
strong. I don't know, I'm sure there are examples. Somebody will leave an example, I'm sure. But that's the first time I remember it in a long time. Like, wow, I actually care that they have an emotional connection and they have to be apart. Well done.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Well done, Mandalorian. I can't wait to see the rest of your episodes.
It was so well done, it makes me think that they misstepped into it. I don't think they did that intentionally, because it was so well done, I think they just stepped over their own dick and made it happen. And then he's teaching Grogu the crane technique.
That was awesome. I was like, on one foot, and now kick. If do right, no can defense.
Oh, that actually would have been the better place for concentrate. So he shows up because he brought the gift.
Yeah. Which...
A gift. These two droids.
I love the gift. I'm like, you made tiny little mithril shirt.
How long is that going to fit him for?
I don't... Well, 87 years, apparently. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I guess when you grow out of it, it'll just, someday when you're bigger, it'll just be your really awesome, we'll put it like as a cod piece.
You can wear it as a glove and stop laser blasts with your hands or something.
That'd be cool.
It would be neat. And then Ahsoka leaves and they're like, will I see you again? And I'm thinking, yeah, on her series on Disney Plus next season. Of course you'll see her again.
Yes. You'll see her probably a lot.
So then we're
And we'll all see you, Luke. Probably way too much.
probably on that series. That's where we're going to see the first interaction. We've got to see her find Thrawn and Ezra. I mean, they can't just skip that entire storyline. The last time we saw her was her leaving to find Ezra and Thrawn.
Right.
We need to
That
see a
kinda
fucking
needs to
conclusion.
happen. Please.
They can't just throw it away in a line of dialogue.
No.
When she meets Luke, what have you been doing all this time? Oh, I went out to another galaxy to find Ezra, and then I killed Grand Admiral Thrawn.
It was awesome. All right.
They're not a
move
threat
on.
anymore. Anyway, so about this little Yoda guy. That's not going to work. We're going to need to see that.
Did you hear about the guy that did Luke's special effects?
The CGI
Deepfake?
artist?
Yeah. So you had the guy in the original one on The Mandalorian.
Okay.
And everybody was like, eh. And then there's like this one fan on YouTube was like, I could do better. Watch this. And he did it. And he did it better.
Awesome.
And then Disney saw it. They're like, hire that guy. And they did. So the guy that did the better deepfake on YouTube now works for Disney making the deepfake for this show.
I'm just glad Mark
I guess-
Hamill isn't a homeless alcoholic anymore.
That's true.
Getting some gigs now. That's nice.
Yeah.
Back to Jabba's palace, and the Pike are gathering troops. And I can't believe I didn't piece this together. The mayor of Mos Eisley, of Mos
Mos Espa?
the mayor that's
Yeah.
gone on. His name is McCheese.
Is it?
Mayor McCheese.
His name is not McCheese, is it?
It's awfully close to Mayor McCheese.
Oh, no.
Rubble. Oh, it's
Now
a
you gotta-
hamburglar.
I gotta look it up now. I gotta find. Oh my God!
You'll see. It's
Okay,
Mayor
this
McCheese.
is Mayor McCheese.
So
Awesome.
he's got to put together some troops. So he asks the marshal to form a garrison, because we're gonna need to fight these aliens. And then out in the distance, I go, oh shit, it's fucking Bane. I knew who it was right away from the
As soon as you
silhouette.
saw the hat, and they're like, "Oh my God!"
And I thought to myself, oh my god, this could be a really bad CGI. And it actually looked
It wasn't bad.
pretty okay.
I didn't mind it, and I love the fact that they got the original voice actor
Yeah.
to come back.
Very cool.
'Cause Bane was two things. He was the hat and the voice.
Yeah.
And
just an
Boy,
annoying
you got
character
both
who never
things.
fucking dies.
There's that too.
And
yeah.
evidently now that he's back, never fucking dies. I can't tell you what series or episode it was, but fucking Kenobi throws him off a fucking cliff.
I'm pretty sure that happened. Yeah. There may have even been an explosion.
Tell us, one of you geeks knows exactly. Could
What
tell us to the
episode did-
second what episode it was.
And just like Boba Fett,
Fuck.
the answer is nuh-uh.
No.
Fine, I guess.
Because
he's
wouldn't it be
al-
cool if they show down again?
Fine. Fine.
And then the Pikes blow up the bar. And then
That one surprised me. I was not expecting that.
nor was I.
I kind of wish the stupid biker gang was in the bar at the time. And their stupid bikes. I want to see those things blow up.
I'm perfectly fine if they just never bring it up again.
Or that too, yeah. Just leave it up. We did it for one episode, and we're sorry. We'll never do it again, and then just leave them out.
And then this episode ends with Luke and Yoda, or Luke and Grogu, and he's like, "Okay, you can have the lightsaber or the Mandalorian armor. Stay with me or go with him. You can't have both. Make a choice."
Which is straight out of, what was it, Lone Wolf and Cub? When you have the little baby, and he goes, "You must choose the ball or the sword." And it's like a baby, and he wants to see which the baby will go for, the sword or the ball. I'm like, huh. I mean, I guess it makes sense, fine. Everything in Star Wars is either a Western or a samurai movie.
Yeah.
You gotta mesh together.
I was a little surprised that they pushed that angle, because for a long time, I mean, for decades, people have been pointing out the stupidity of that Jedi way.
Right.
Give up all attack. Like, no, that's fucking stupid. Why would you? That makes no sense.
No, what you really need is you need like a Jedi psychiatrist who helps you through your emotional problems.
I mean, if you give up all emotion and all connection to everything, you don't give a fuck about anything.
Right.
Why are you doing any of this?
Well, the whole idea was if you don't have any attachments, you will love everything equally. But we know that's not actually the case. If you give up everything, you just become incredibly indifferent.
Yeah, really, young Anakin put it best when he's like, "No, you might say we're encouraged to love." I'm like, He's the one that pieced it together, ironically the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's stupid. It's a mistake. They shouldn't, I don't know. So here's my problem with all of this. They're giving it the Disney treatment. And I don't know why I was so naive to think Disney wouldn't do that with this. They paid $4 billion for it.
Right.
They're going to milk it and
Just squeeze
till there's
every
nothing left.
drop.
You know how they come out with a film, Frozen.
Right.
Big example. Okay, Frozen. And it's a huge hit.
Yeah, monster hit.
And not only do we have to make a sequel, we have to do these specials now that go straight to video. So you have Olaf's Christmas. And you have Sven and his reindeer doing all dumb shit. And you have fucking the princess's Christmas party.
They know a lot about Frozen.
Yeah, well, because they do it again with Beauty and the Beast. They have Belle goes on vacation. And the Beast's Christmas party.
How much of this shit do you watch, man?
Jump on fucking Disney Plus and look at how much shit is available for Disney princesses. And every fucking movie that was of any success, it's got 30 fucking direct-to-video pieces of shit lined up next to it.
I could say now, I don't remember the last time I went to Disney and just looked up princesses, but
The biggest,
I'll get right on that.
The biggest moneymaker for Disney is their fucking Disney Princess line. Because it's all their dumb direct-to-video shit. It's the costumes and the toys that go with it. And you never see a commercial for any of it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to.
No.
Because little kids watch the fucking
Yeah. They're like,
Sven and Olaf sing Christmas carols. Yay, it's a 20-minute thing on Disney Plus. Whatever. It costs them nothing to make. And that's what they're doing to fucking Star Wars.
Yes. Yes.
And it makes perfect...
And Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Marvel too.
And
It's still Disney.
Here's the problem with it. When they do it with Frozen, I don't give a fuck. Because I don't have any connection to Frozen. I don't give a fuck. And not to make it sound like our nostalgia is more important than theirs, but...
Right, but...
I have a
know what you
connection to
mean.
this. I care about Star Wars.
And you don't
My
want it to...
whole identity was, growing up, was built around Star Wars. To some executive, it's just another commodity. And that makes me mad. They're treating it like just another commodity.
I am picturing you now on the couch in just your underwear with your hand down here and alcohol and high off your ass going, Disney princesses. Yeah, Disney princesses.
But you know what I'm talking about. They did it with Mulan.
Yes, they did.
There's the Mulan, and then they made a sequel to Mulan, and then they made a 3 and 4, and then 120-minute shorts about the stupid little dragon goes to visit his family on Thanksgiving.
Okay, sure, why not?
That's the Disney formula.
Milk it, milk it, milk it until every last fan is sick of it.
Yeah.
And when they're all sick of it, we can be done and move on to something else.
So when's the last time you saw anything about Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Done with it.
Because we milked it, milked it, milked it.
Oh, it's dead. You killed it. Well, what's the next thing? Hunchback of Notre Dame.
And they literally just
Let's
drop the corpse, move on.
And that's what they're doing to Star Wars, and I don't know why I was so naive to think that they wouldn't do that with this.
So which is why every little side character is getting their own show, their own spin-offs.
Bravo.
All this shit. Marvel too. Every little character.
Right. So now, so we get the Black Captain and White Soldier.
And they don't even bother with introductions or any of that anymore. These shows come out, and we just already assumed you know who these people are, so we're not going to even bother trying to explain it. Ahsoka shows up and we're like, who the hell is her? Now we're not even going to tell you.
Yeah.
She's just going to do her thing.
If you've never watched Clone Wars or Rebels, you have no idea who this girl is.
Yeah.
It used to be, 15 years ago, the staff and the writers gave a shit about this and understood, let's set some foundation. We'll start with Iron Man and we'll give a little taste of Thor.
Yeah.
And then at the end of Thor, we'll give a little taste of... And it will
build and you
incrementally build. And you bring people in, you get invested emotionally, and you give a shit.
Yes.
If I don't have any foundation or groundwork, I don't give a fuck. Had I not watched Rebels, I wouldn't give a fuck about Cade. I wouldn't get it either. I would watch it, I'd be like, who the fuck is this stupid-looking alien? Fucking dumb.
Which is where some people, like my wife, when she was watching this, she immediately goes, what the hell is that?
Okay, and as they start getting more and more obscure,
Yeah.
even the hardcore fans like us
Yeah.
are going to start losing, like, Who the fuck is that? Oh, well, in the novel Dark Sun Rising, he's the guy that beats up Luke.
Fuck you!
I don't give a shit about that.
What movie was it in? Oh, it's not in any of the movies. You have to read the comic books.
Fuck off.
No, I don't want to read the comic books. I just don't. I don't want to.
So I enjoyed the episode.
I did too.
It was fun to watch, but it was just one big fucking fan fiction.
It was not only that, it was also a lot of setup, and it was no Boba Fett. Where the hell is Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett?
I'm starting to think Book of Boba Fett is just a chapter of The Mandalorian. I don't think it was ever meant to be its own separate thing.
That's crazy.
And just it snowballed, and people were like, whoa, a Boba Fett series, and there was so much excitement that Disney was like, oh, yeah, a Boba Fett series, yeah.
Look, we made a Boba Fett series, but I only have enough script here for like 3 episodes.
I mean, it's like a biblical. You have the Bible, and in the Bible is the Book of Genesis, and the Book of John, and the Book of Luke. This is the Book of Boba Fett is just one book in the Bible of Mandalorian.
That's very possible.
Or maybe something bigger.
Now,
I don't know.
Because they've gone as far as to introduce things like, the black saber and all that stuff, the dark saber.
Yeah, the dark saber.
The dark saber. We know where it's going.
We know where it's going.
Right. We know that it's headed towards, eventually, the retaking of Mandalore.
More fucking Mandalore shit.
Yeah. This is all about the planet Mandalore and reclaiming that planet. And I think all of this is building up all these characters that they're going to have to bring in, like the Avengers, to fight some big baddie.
And I hope it's not a feature film. I hope it's not Star Wars Mandalorians, a Star Wars story. Because that's going to suck.
It probably will. And if you hadn't watched all these fucking TV shows, you won't even know what the hell is happening.
It's just gotten so lazy and sloppy. It's gotten so lazy and sloppy, and I think all of it has become so diluted. There's so many streaming services and so many fucking channels doing the same properties that all the talent that made that Marvel Phase 1 through 3 fantastic, it's just diluted now. It's spread out so thin now that any fucking drag that ever directed an episode or wrote an episode of anything that went straight to Netflix is being handed the reins to a show and said, yeah.
There you go. Go for it,
Blanche, do whatever.
Get that guy that made literally 11 Bruce Willis movies in the past year and a half. Get him. He really knows how to crank shit out.
Yeah. How fast can you put out product?
Pretty damn fast, apparently.
Good, you're hired. Fuck it. I'm glad this show's almost over. I really am.
1 episode left.
It needs to die.
That's it.
Let it go.
I don't even know what's going to happen in the next. I don't know what's going to happen in the next episode.
They'll all come together. You know, the characters we've seen already, and the big Wookiee will show up, and they're all going to fight the Pike, and then the door will open, and there's Boba Fett on top of the Rancor.
Okay.
End of season 1.
If
we'll pick this up in Mandalorian season 3.
So because obviously Grogu's going to pick to be a Mandalorian, otherwise the Mandalorian show will suck. So he's clearly going to go for it, but is Luke going to return him to Tatooine, to the Mandalorian in this show?
And he shows up just in time to fight the Pike.
Fucking show up? Is Luke going to look at Boba Fett and go, I know you from somewhere? And Boba Fett's going to be like, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I feel like I know you too. And then which one of them is going to first be like, wait a minute, and then like, are they going to come to blows?
Fuck. Maybe. And then
Boba
Din
Fett
steps
versus-
in between them. And no, you guys are both cool. That might. You kidnapped my sister and my best friend. It was just a job to me.
This is a job. Nothing personal, kid.
And then Din steps in and, no, we're on the same team now. Yeah, you're right. Let's fight the Pikes, because fuck them. Fuck, it's just so stupid.
Or you could subvert our expectations and have Luke show up and just cut Boba Fett's head right off and go, oh my God, did you see him? He was sneaking up behind you. I got him, though. You're safe now. You don't know what this shithole's done. I do.
I mean, there's a huge right after we get done making fun of expanded universe, I go back to that. But there's this huge thing of comics and books talking about the Jedi and the Mandalorian War,
Right.
And all the Mandalorian tech was designed to counter the Jedi's powers.
Right.
But, Luke he's already done the first. Fuck off. None of it makes sense. 'Cause if they just do this, it's over. Fuck your flamethrower. There, choke, dead. Fuck you, done. Well, that's a dark side power, so we don't use it.
Yeah,
well,
but we know he can levitate things, so he can levitate down, up,
right.
down.
Try levitating 1,000 feet in the air and then drop them. I don't know. Put a little spark on the back of the fuel tank of his jetpack. You didn't think this out.
Hit him in the jetpack with a stick, because that seems to work really well.
I don't fucking know, man. Whatever. Click subscribe, and we'll finish this shit series out, man.
Eventually.
It's the last episode is upon us.
Oh, that's right.
Thankfully, mercifully.
It's a rough one, man. All right. We'll see you all in another episode later.
Oh, God.